Loaders and casters, welcome to JH 586 in the Georgia Shooting Connection Friday night live stream. I want to say hello to everybody viewing in tonight. I see Willie's out there. Brother, we're praying for you. I want to
Yep.
welcome our guest, Mr. Jesse B. Outdoors. And as
Hey, y'all.
always, my brother, Mr. Chico Wise.
Hey, guys.
Kick us off there, Chico.
Sure. It's got 30 out there already. I was trying to get the side chat loaded up. Hey, guys and girls, thanks for being here. We appreciate you tonight. We are a three-man crew tonight. Our other brothers have other obligations, which is very understandable. So I want to say thanks to all 30 of you that are out there. I'm sure that number is growing, hopefully. And like I said, we got Jesse B right there outdoors with us. How you doing, brother?
Hi, y'all. Good. How y'all doing?
Great, man. Thanks for being here with us, man.
Yep. Thanks for having me on.
Sure.
Well,
Jamie, how about you, brother?
We're glad to have you, Jesse. Man, it's been a
Thank
week.
you.
It's Lever, I'm sorry about that. I should have done a video to point y'all over to Nathan's channel last week. I had CMA state rally. I'm a member of that and of Christian Motorcyclist Association, and we have our state rally that second to third weekend of August every year. So, man, what with Big Al being in the hospital, Big Al, are you out of the hospital? I'm hoping. I'm praying. I've been praying for you. I've been praying for Willie, for Mr. Holster. Yeah. Yes, he does, Uncle Jim. Jesse sounds the same in real life. What about that? And
Yep.
Willie, Jesse, if you don't make it to our next get together, man, I'm gonna come up there and get you.
Like I said, I'm not too far from Scotsman, so I could probably meet up with him and head down there.
I sent Scotsman a link. Hey, Edward Petty, thanks for joining us. Thanks to everybody for out there joining us. I'm showing we got 37 folks watching, and to think that 37 of y'all, and it'll be more than that before the night's over with. Come spend your Friday nights with us. Hopefully we can decompress a little bit from a busy week of work and all that kind of stuff. There's Lead Bullet Junkie. Hey, buddy. Would it be all right for y'all if I was to start this out with a word of prayer for our brothers, Big Al and Willie Bullet Man?
Nope, go ahead.
So if y'all don't mind, let's pray. Let's bow. Great and gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight as humble as we can, and we lift up a couple of members of our community who are suffering right now, and we especially lift up Willie today. Lord, you know the circumstances. We pray that you be with him and his family as he recuperates from the surgery. He's got a long way to go, a lot of rehab, a lot of new stuff to learn. Father, we just pray you be with him, give him peace, give him comfort, that comfort that only comes from you. Brother, our brother Big Al's been in the hospital too. We pray that you just wrap your arms around him. Let him know that you love him and that we love him. And as always, we lift up Mr. Holster to you. And we pray for his healing as well, and for his finances as we all face medical bills that are overwhelming. And Lord, we just pray your blessings on all three of them. And Lord, we pray for your blessings for everyone watching here tonight. We love you. We thank you for being our God. May your will be done. May you be glorified in these situations. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, guys. I feel better. I just feel better. after we lift up the Lord, lift up those that need to the Lord. And
Yeah, I agree, man. That was awesome, Jamie.
thank y'all for putting up with me. Obviously, they don't let me say grace around here anymore. They say that if I say the blessing, it's the food's cold. But a lot of folks are bashful about praying in public, but I don't have a problem with it. And I'll tell you the reason why is because when I close my eyes and go to the Lord, I just forget anybody's watching, listening. And give you an example. I got a good friend of mine named Kevin. He is a competition barbecue cooker. Makes some of the best barbecue sauce you ever put in your mouth. And they called on him, Big Al, we will take that under advisement, sir. We certainly will. He was asked to say the closing benediction for his church service one Sunday morning. And he got done praying, and they were walking out. And one of his friends walked up to him after the service as they were walking outside, and he says, you need to pray louder, Kevin. I couldn't hear you. And Kevin said, that's okay. I wasn't talking to you. So there you
go. Jamie, did you see what Willie said? Send him a link.
You got to be kidding me, Willie.
I'm not kidding. He said, send me a link.
Well, I can't believe he put that video out.
I know it. Willie, I'll do anything in the world for you, brother, but you need your rest. Let me see if I can.
And while Jamie's doing that, I'm going to run down the side chat for everyone being here and just hanging with us. And I'm going to try it a different way this time. So I'm 801, Broke Loader, Cranky Cletus, 6 Shooter Texan, Fuzz T Fork 8, Chris 338, Daniel God is my judge, Vanessa Kitty, Uncle Jim, Brody 556, who else? Big Al, Tin Man, Tacos and French Fries, Thorzax, hey brother, Willie Bullet Man, that's what I'm talking about. Kingpin, James Owens, Edward Petty, OL1 guy, George Washington, Snob's Wife 76, Lever Guns 50, Simpson Road Larry, who else? 67 Rebel SST AMC, Hemi Scrub, Lead Bullet Junkie, Alaska 1 Andy, Crooked Creek Shooting, Lead Mining 44, John Frazier, Rune is here from across the water, Joe Lead Slinger's here, Tread is here. Let me make sure I'm not missing anyone. Insight Freedom just showed up. Oh, guess what? Y'all gonna laugh. Ambiguity is here. I've been practicing that.
You got it right, brother.
I got it right. I said I gotta get it right. And that's it for the moment, guys. Thanks, guys and girls. Thanks for being here. If I missed anyone out, we always do these call outs, for everyone being here and participating and hanging with us. He said you got it right. I've been practicing. I said I got to get it right for my Georgia brother. So yeah, thanks for being here. Eagle Eye Shooting, but we do have some topics that we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna have questions as I always do because some stuff I'm not familiar with. You guys know I don't reload a certain cartridge platform type stuff, so I will have some questions. So we might be needing some help from you in the side chat. You side chat guys. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Jamie, go ahead, brother.
I wasn't saying nothing. I'm good, man. Go ahead. Willie, check your email, brother. Your link's on the way if it ain't there already. There's Daniel God is my judge.
OP is here also. I don't know how I miss you. Hey, brother, how you doing?
10 man. Andy 79Z28 just showed up, I believe. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, y'all know it's the middle. Well, I can't believe that August is almost over already. So deer season will open here for archery next month, and then in October, Chico, I believe it's the weekend you and I are going on that trip. Deer season, firearm season will open.
Cool.
And, I might check that out. Georgia boy out there, it was a pleasure meeting you, Georgia boy. Georgia boy is a lot taller than y'all think. Either that or I'm a lot shorter than I think. So anyway.
Hey, real quick, Jamie. Ambiguity said he has good news. I'm sorry. He said I have news. He said our live stream will be the first to hear if you want to know. So I'm very curious. I do want to know. I was scrolling to see if anybody answered, but now I'm so curious.
Okay. That is great news.
That is. I see it now. Okay, cool. Yeah, it is.
Cool.
There's Lever Guns and Scott, Insight Freedom. Brody 556 is out there. I like Brody. I don't know why I like Brody so much. I think it's because he's a biker too. He rides, so he's got a Harley. I guess it takes one to know one. Anyway, what I was talking about, I get distracted, don't I? Deer season's going to be opening up here soon, and I wanted to talk a little bit tonight, and I'm sure Georgia boy can chime in on this as well. And Daniel, they're hunters. I wanted to talk about what would make a particular bullet, cartridge, caliber, whatever. You want to talk about the whole thing, the whole gun, whatever. What would make it viable for hunting? In other words, what are the requirements for a cartridge to take a deer, one shot, one kill? Has anybody thought about that? And the reason I'm won't talk about that is because we've got deer season getting ready to open up here in about 6 or 8 weeks here in Georgia for firearms. I've been loading up these 35 Remingtons for a year and a half. We got Jerry 1911 kind of kicked off our 30-30 load series, and we're going to talk about 30-30 a little bit more in depth here, Lord willing. So what would y'all think would make a hunting round viable for a deer cartridge?
Okay, cool. I can answer that, I think, because I don't know, but I'm going to give it a shot. So I think caliber size, it's going to have to be a nice size caliber as far as 30, at least 30 caliber at least. We won't take it down with no 22. So I'm thinking cartridge size, it's got to be a, like I said, at least a 30 caliber at least. But that's my rookiness. Y'all may surprise me. I think the cartridge or the round, reload, whatever you want to call it, it has to be accurate. and that's it. That's all I know that's so rookiness, but you guys know I don't load rifle, so at the moment, so I'm that's gonna be pretty new to me, Jamie. But I'm curious to hear what everybody else says.
I think two of the big things is going to be penetration and expansion of the bullet to get a clean kill.
Good point.
All right, Georgia boys using 243. I've got a friend of mine that kills deer with a AR, with a 65 grain bullet, and he'll shoot them in the head or the neck.
Right, so that just trumps me. Yeah, because that 243 round is smaller than 30 caliber, right?
Yes, 223 is way lower.
Right. So it's definitely gonna have to be bullet choice or bullet style, like Jesse B just said. Good penetration, some expansion or something like that.
Yep.
You want to pass through. You want a clean pass through.
Okay.
You want to have enough energy and enough mass. I've been doing some research today. Brody, if you hit a deer in the right spot, yeah, you can kill it with a 22. But yeah, I'm with Andy there. At least 150 grain bullet. Well, I can't really say that because I use a 270 with 130 or 150 grain bullet. But it's you got to match your bullet with your velocity, with your It's one of the things that I read a long time ago, and me and Chico today have been trying to find this terminology. Is I read a long time ago in one of the magazines. Y'all remember when we used to read gun magazines and hunting magazines? That's long since passed us by, but yeah, 12 gauge slug, that'll do it. Yeah, all those factors go into play, Scott. But what I'm talking about here is what that particular author called the 30-30 factor. And his argument was that more deer have been taken from 100 yards and in with a 30-30 than any other rifle or any other cartridge out there. And I agree with that, but I've also seen a lot of people lose deer with a 30-30. They've lost more deer, and yeah.
The shot placement.
Well, that's critical, yeah. But you gotta, even if you hit the right spot, you gotta deliver it. But Daniel God is my judge wants to hear from Jesse B on this subject. So Jesse don't hunt much, but
I don't hunt much. I leave that for my father-in-law and my brother-in-law. The only things I really hunt around my property is groundhogs because of the farmer, because they make holes and stuff in the ground and can break the legs of the horses and cows. And then, as y'all know, if you watch my videos, you hear the chickens in the background. So I also hunt coyotes. So I try to take care of those two things while they take care of the other.
Cool.
yeah, Insight saying this first deer he took with a 30-30 and he had to track it 200 yards.
Oh yeah.
That ain't what I'm about.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to track nothing down that far. That's just me. But I know exactly what you're saying, Jamie, because even like a lot of my co-workers, a lot of them hunt with typically you'll hear 30-30 more than anything. My co-worker said he hunts with something. Remember I told you that day, it ain't a 270. It's something weird. And when he said it, I said, "Dang." He said, "It's all he said." He said, "It's fast." Looked at me like that. It's fast. I was like, "Whatever." He don't even know I'm a reloader. Don't want to tell him neither, but I was like, "Oh, okay." I don't know, 260 something. Is there a 260? I don't know.
There's a 260 Remington, yes.
Maybe that's what he said. He looked at it again. It's fast. I was like, okay.
There's also 280. So, yeah. Okay. And my thinking is that for a cartridge to be used for deer hunting, it needs to at least equal a 30-30 at 100 yards. If it's not equal or above that, then I wouldn't use it. Now, y'all correct me if I'm
so
thinking.
you referring to the energy that it impacts its target, right? It's pounds, it's foot pounds of energy.
I think it's a combination of the bullet weight, which is the mass of the bullet, at a proper velocity.
Correct.
That's going to create enough energy to knock the deer down.
Gotcha.
And Georgia Boy is saying 1,000 foot-pounds of energy at impact. Okay, let me expand on that just a little bit, Georgia Boy. I have this box right here when I was looking for information about ballistics of the 30-30 cartridge. I just happened to find this here box. Winchester Super X 30-30 Winchester 150 grain. PowerPoint. Now, I also use this particular cartridge in 30-06 and 270 as well, depending on what kind of hunting I'm going to be doing that particular day. But on this box right here, it says at 100 yards, this is the 150 grain bullet. Now, you're going to have more, you'll have less velocity with the 170, but you'll have more mass and more energy. And you're looking for that balance is what you're looking for. So at 100 yards, this bullet is traveling 2,019 feet per second, and it has 1,357 foot-pounds of energy. And let me see, I happen to have that right here.
What grain was that? 180?
150 grain at 100 yards equals 2,019 feet per second of velocity, 1,357. There's the banner. Yeah, you've got to get a heart lung shot on a deer with a 30-30 if you're going to bring it down without. The key thing about passing all the way through is not only the damage that it's doing to the quote unquote boiler room thorax, is that if the deer does not drop, you've got to be able to find it. The worst thing in the world, any ethical hunter's worst nightmare is wounding a deer and not being able to find it, letting that animal suffer and not being able to recover that meat as well. So when you get a clean pass through, you've got more of a chance to find the deer from the blood trail. So how y'all like my little banner? I've been working on that.
That's cool.
Chico bugged out on us.
Yeah, with bigger cartridges like what I use, I just use 223 for everything. I shoot it out with my 20-inch AR, so that does a good job for what I hunt with.
Man, the side chat is blowing up.
I know, I can't keep up with it.
I can't either anymore. Hey, Mario. George Boy, what round are you using, bro? This round right here only has 651 foot-pounds of energy at 300 yards. And there is no way I'm shooting at a deer with a 30-30 at 300 yards. There you go. Daniel saying 125 grain broadhead equals under 80 yards of tracking.
That sounds more like it.
I ain't wanting to walk 80 yards after a deer. Oh, George Boy's using the 160 grain Lever Revolution. I really like those rounds, that Lever Revolution.
Sorry, I had to walk off for a second. You know what? I know my camera's off. I may have hopefully I'll have a 30-30 soon. I'm trying to weasel it out of my uncle. But I picked up some 30-30 Fusion. I think that's made by Federal. It's 150 grain also. And it's just a little bit right above yours at 100 yards. 2086 velocity and 1449 energy at 100 yards. And that's I missed your banner. Sorry, I had to walk off for a second and handle Carter.
Uh-oh, Mario's throwing the haze out at you, Chico.
Hey, Mario. With the rest of the panel.
Yeah, Lever Revolution's good stuff. So, single shot, have you loaded some 30-30 lately? Yeah, Scott, I sent the Scotsman a link, so Tom P's busy.
Did you send Willie the link?
I did.
He's probably done fell asleep. He's probably on his he's probably dozed off, and that's understandable given the circumstances. Let me cut this back on so y'all can see. Ooh. Anyway.
There's Ozark and Warsaw Patriot. Hey, brother. And Kingpin, I will do my best to check out Night Strike's stuff over there. Doesn't he have Gun Tube? Isn't that the name of his?
That is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Insight said turn it back off. Jamie, Willie said he never got the link.
Okay, Willie, I'm gonna send it to you. No, I'm gonna text it to you. I'll text it to you. Let me see what I can do.
One thing we're talking about the 30-30, I've been looking at lever guns too. And it looks like you can still get a good Marlin lever gun in a 30-30 for a decent price. That's what's been tempting me is the price of them. And they're not the new Gremlin Marlin ones, they're the old good ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having me a 30-30, man. It's it's like a common, in my opinion. I'm still a rookie, especially with reload and not guns necessarily, but you'll hear a lot of people talking about 30-30, especially down here for hunting, deer hunting. But hopefully I can get this one out of my uncle because he's not a hunter, and that's something that I'm kind of interested in. But I'm not trying to go 200 yards to track down no deer. I'm trying to drop it 20 yards. I may be good. 20, I might can go 50. I ain't trying to go too far to drag no deer back.
No doubt.
I sent it to iCloud, Willie. He'll know what that means.
Trent said I should find a 444. Oh yeah, I don't think it'll go that far if you hit a deer with one of those, because everybody's giving me crap about when we was in Tennessee, and And see, they didn't see the footage that we had shot so many big bore rifles. When I shot Jamie's rifle, I put that towel right there, the cushion. I was already sore because I shot Treads 444 at least 3 times. I was like, it was fun to shoot, nice to shoot, but it kicked like a rabbit mule, which I don't even know what a rabbit mule kicks like. But if a mule was rabbit, it kicked hard.
Yeah, but it sure does paint a pretty picture, don't it?
It does, man. It was nice. It was short. Didn't it have a short barrel on it too? Like 18, 16 inches?
No, man, that's that little that was a 18, I think it was a 1895 or 1894, that little pistol caliber carbine bored out to a 444 Marlin.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, he said that.
Chico wasn't scared.
Oh yeah, I shot everything that got put in my hand pretty much. You only live once, so you know I try to make the best of every opportunity and stuff. You know, at least I could say I shot it. You know, I shot both of those 500 Smith & Wessons, which looked intimidating but fun to shoot. Killed the target, broke the board by hitting the steel, but yeah, he right. Elizabeth, I hesitated a little on a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. I was like, oh, okay. But Jamie, I know you use that 270, and the ballistics on that has to be like far. You told me a little bit like the ballistic on that is like it's made to drop something, that deer. I know you told me you have no problem getting a deer. It ain't 100 yards you don't have to go to get one.
No, that 270. I killed one last year at 180 yards, and it dropped 10 meters from where I hit it. We have a special guest, folks. Are y'all ready? We're the Bullet Man with a new nickname. There we go.
Oh, Stumpy. They call me Stumpy. Hello, my brothers. How are you?
Good, brother. How you doing?
And sisters. I'm in a tremendous amount of pain, but I'm here. It's all good. I just got my roommate back from surgery.
Here, man.
Thank you, Chico. I'll just be chilling. I didn't fall asleep, though. I was just waiting for my turn on.
No, man, I sent you right when you asked, I sent you a link, but I sent it to the iCloud.
That's why it took. I had to reinitialize my iCloud email. That's okay, though. Thank you, though.
Yeah, so we're grateful to have you, brother. And
let's talk about dropping some deer.
Yeah, we're talking about dropping some deer.
Yes, sir.
Signal Soldier 31, I don't know Steve Ranella, but I would not hesitate to take my 270 out west and shoot out with it. Because it'll reach out there, man. Chico will tell you, he shot it from.
Oh yeah,
it's got a good recoil too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does, man. You know.
Hang on, let me do Chico. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Willie was giving me crap about that. I was like, man, I wish they would have had the footage before. I think when I shot that was at Mosin. And it had the steel butt plate on it. I was like, man, I'm already sore. Let me put this little towel I got up here, but yeah, it was. I enjoyed it, man. I'd do it again.
That's cool.
Signal Soldier, I have seen Meat Eater. I've seen Meat Eater, so I guess I know who he is. Jesse.
Jesse, it's real good seeing you.
Yep. Nice seeing you too, Willie.
I love your videos, man.
Thank you. I like watching yours too.
No, I'm not trying to start a caliber war pastor. And what I like, I'm reloading. So really what I'm getting at is, are my 35 Remington loads viable for hunting with my cast lead bullet? And how fast do I need to push them? Because I've been aiming for one MOA at 2,000 feet per second. Is that going to create enough energy to knock a deer down? And I think it will. And as we are we're loading up rounds and we're testing them, getting ready for deer season to start up. One of the things I think we should consider is and there's formulas for all this stuff, but we take our velocity, consider the velocity we're pushing the bullet, the bullet weight, and this thing called sectional density. How many of y'all know anything about sectional density? It's different from a ballistic coefficient. The main thing that long-range target shooters are looking for is the ballistic coefficient, because they want the bullet to fly a long way straight and true and make a nice, neat hole in paper. But when we're hunting deer, it's got to penetrate more than paper. There's the Scotsman.
Hello, Scotsman. I hope you're doing well. Marvin, I hope your mother heals fast.
Oh, so you're ready for me to show the banner then, Chico?
Oh no, I mean I'm selling, but I'm messing with Vanessa because I know she'll be able to do that. And we talking about sectional density. But just like you were saying, there are a lot of calculations you can do to determine, for your reloads, and even even for your lead. If you're casting, there are a lot of calculations and equations that you can work out to determine, your BHN. But being that we're talking about, reload, and that was very interesting on the sectional density portion of that. But I know we're going to expound on that a little later. But hey, Scotsman.
How we doing, guys?
Hey, man, welcome to
Good.
Sorry I'm late. I was sleeping. I got to work again tonight, so I'm on a 12-day stretch.
Wow.
Willie, it's good to see you, dude.
It's good to
How
see
you
you
doing,
too,
man?
brother. I'm here. I'm feeling better now. I see your ugly mug.
That is ugly.
I love you, brother. It's just another day in paradise. That's all it is.
Uncle Jim ain't doing no math. Is he hollering no bad no at the math thing? Y'all, Warsaw does want us to make some VRs for his Unity project. We need to get behind that and show him some love, and get some VRs made up, try to unify our country. And I saw a thing, I got a little glimpse of the news today. That they were talking about, I can't remember his name. Anyway, guess it don't matter. But one of his things is about working together. We got to have some bipartisanship. And I will, let me get back up here just for a second. Signal Soldier, I'll agree with you. My two favorite rounds for deer hunting is 270 Winchester and 30-06 Springfield. And I got a pretty good load for both of them. Okay, and that's going to bring. I got a big question for everybody toward the end of the chat tonight. But Jesse B, do you have any thoughts on sectional density?
Fortunately, because I'm just starting to do rifle rounds and everything, I haven't looked into it much at all. I'm still learning about it, watching you guys.
Well, man, we're glad to help when we can. What about you, Stumpy?
I'm just hanging out with you guys, if you don't mind. I'm just, it's over my head right now. You know, sexual. I mean, I got sexual feeling, but no sexual density.
No
We're
problem.
going.
Glad to have you on here, man, with us.
We
In the
got it,
words
man.
of Midas, if I may. Woo!
That's right. Believe me, I'd do it if I could, but I have a roommate. I have to stick with the goals. I'll give you a whoo. How's that? Okay.
Yeah, he's going. When he gets home, he's going to hit Mama up for some sexual healing.
You know that. Play with the stump. Which one? I don't know.
Dang, Willie.
Rub the lotion on the stump. Wrong stump, baby.
So yeah, Jamie, I know it's in relation to the bullet's weight to its diameter, or it's its weight to its diameter. It's some kind of calculation, and with that you can determine it kind of ties into its trajectory or its coefficient. It all play all those equations and numbers play a factor based on the reloading of it. I know it's something like that because I've read on it before, but you know that's something like just like Jesse B said, that's something that I'm still gonna learn about when I determine probably when I buy a mold or even pick a particular round or a bullet and a weight when I start hunting. So
When you start hunting,
yeah, I'm gonna hunt. Not just deals. I'm gonna hunt a deer. Not just deals. I'm a deal, but
We're working on getting them a rifle.
Well,
yeah.
he just picked up a rifle, didn't he?
Did I pick up a rifle? Yeah, I did.
I swore I saw a Walmart ad where you picked up a rifle.
I did. That's true. I don't think I would hunt a deer with that. But you know what?
Why not? It's a 30 caliber bullet.
No, that was a 17 HMR.
Oh, I thought that was a 300 blackout.
Coyote. Take a coyote out with it.
Even Kyle was confusing because I asked Kyle, was it a 17 HMR? And he said, no, that was a 300 blackout. And I figured he joined the club.
Yeah, I got that on my list also.
Yeah,
here in Ohio,
I would not pop a deer with 17 HMR. No.
Here in Ohio, people would use your Rossi with a 357 because we only can use straight wall cartridges.
There's restrictions on certain states. There are limitations on the cartridge type. Yeah, you said something then. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yep.
and there's a lot more formulas than what I've got to show y'all tonight, but I do have a formula. See, my thinking is my 35 Remington with my cast bullet won't be strong enough to hunt deer with. So I did some calculations, and let's take a look. Here's your formula. Your standard deviation is equal to the weight of the bullet in pounds, and we know that bullets are measured in grains, not pounds, divided by the diameter squared. So what that looks like for my bullet is a 200 grain bullet divided by 7,000, the number of grains in a pound, times 0.358, which is the diameter of the bullet, times 0.358. And I came out with 0.223 for a sectional density of that cast lead bullet that I'm using in my 35 Remington series. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So
Sort
it kind of brings up the question, what is a good sectional density? One thing that you will notice by that formula, that the shape of the bullet has absolutely nothing to do with the sectional density. So earlier, some of the guys were talking about a big, broad, flat point bullet, which definitely would transfer the momentum from the bullet into the animal and help get expansion, which will widen out the wound cavity, the wound chain channel, and create more blood loss. Good to see you, Mr. Allen B. Pro. Chico, I hope you're keeping up with the side chat because my formulas are.
I'm trying to reply to them and not leave anybody out and speak to everybody that's coming in, all the new folks. Let's see. So let's see. I know Daniel's a hunter, right? I know Daniel God is my judge is a hunter. Does he hunt with 30-30 or 308 or something else? And then I
we can
know
only use straight wall, as Jesse said earlier. We can only use straight wall.
Oh,
out here.
that's right. That's right.
We're all in Ohio.
So that limits, that basically limits it to it could be a 450 Bushmaster, that's straight wall, right? Well, that'll probably
4570 is another one that a lot of people use.
There's also that new 350
350.
Yeah, the 350
Legend. That's the new one. That's the new hot one.
Big Al, I can't believe you went and looked up sectional density and copied and pasted the definition in our chat. But that is exactly what that formula that I showed is. That's the mathematical equation. So we probably need to move on to something else. Our viewers are dropping like flies.
That's okay. So let me ask the Scotsman, have you been doing any casting lately? I know you got into casting.
I haven't. It's been a while. It's been so hot. I've not been outside to cast. It's just once it cools off, I will.
Yeah, same here, brother. Same here. I'm sure last time you cast enough to hold you over, though.
Yeah, I cast enough to keep me going for a while.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
You sissies. I was out in 105-degree weather with a 930-degree pot casting zinc with lead, and they shot beautiful. So, everyone doesn't believe it. It's my opinion. Oh, Jesus, I need my leg back. This hurts. So there, they shot wonderful. And I will be doing another video once I get my prosthetic leg. I'll be doing it again in the heat probably. But I understand you guys like having it cool when you're casting. I totally agree.
Yeah, it's been a little hot. I've been meaning to smelt some wheel weights, but when I cast, I try that's why I asked Scott. When I cast, I try to cast enough because I knew it was gonna get hot soon. So last I cast, I probably cast anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 rounds or bullets, and I'll have some, had some to send out and stuff because I knew I was gonna do that. But yeah, it'll be cool here before we know it. About in another month for us, probably we're gonna get a cool spurt, and so
yeah, I'll be the first one. I used to only cast in the wintertime. That's when I did all my casting. And Scotsman, I have a full box of 9mm. I just haven't mailed to you. I apologize, coming out to you, but I mainly cast in the wintertime. Mainly, I just play around in the heat when I'm bored.
Oh, Six Shooter Texan said he cast it Saturday.
So Uncle Jim, with that formula, that I just showed, if you'll send me your weight and your diameter, I will figure out your sectional density, sir.
His sexual density? I know what his sexual density is.
Sectional. Sectional. My man, Big Al, put you a
0
definition
to 10.
up there.
So yeah, and Jamie, so that it overall plays a part into it's dealing with the ballistics. So it's it's like a piece of the puzzle if you're trying to figure out ballistics or you're shooting long range. I'm sure Eagle Eye Shooting knows about it.
Well, I think he does. I think he would, but honestly, guys that do long range shooting don't necessarily care a whole lot about sectional density. They care more about the ballistic coefficient. In other words, how a bullet flows through the air and the drag that bullet creates in flight.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's a lot of information to absorb and even to try to figure out and to get it all, in my opinion, to get it all working together to figure out what may work. And also probably
there she is, Rigby.
With your twist rate. Hey, Rigby.
Hi, Rigby.
Look at all the guys.
Hi, Rigby.
Hi.
I like all of that. I like the orange better than the green. See, guys, show the guys. Which ones do we like, guys?
I like Marshall.
I like the orange one too.
Rigby, what about Marshall?
This is Paw Patrol.
Yeah,
Paw
I know
Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Yep.
That's new on me.
You want to show them this one? Show them this one. Sky.
Sky, yep. Sky is the
I'm
girl.
gonna put it in my Ivy. Guys, say hi to my nurse. They're all in Georgia and everywhere else. They're all across
We in
the
the sky.
You're on one big video chat right now, fellas?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
We see Rigby. That's awesome.
All right, you go back in yonder. We're talking about important deer hunting stuff here. Oh, Scott, go big orange. Yeah. I have no idea what you're saying, baby.
Tiramisuma? Is that what you saying?
She's telling you about the other Paw Patrol, Zuma.
Zuma.
Okay.
Yep.
See, Chico understands you better than I do.
My son watches Paw Patrol.
My son did too when he was younger.
I'm gonna have to start watching Paw Patrol when I get home.
Rubble on the double.
Rebel on the double.
Okay. Shh.
Oh boy, she's excited.
Go in yonder. That's
Way to
right.
go, Rigby.
That is right.
Alan B said we talking about killing Bambi, girl.
Oh, I just got me some drugs. All right, I should be feeling good in a little bit. I hope. Oops, keep showing my sexy chest off.
Seems like you're feeling pretty good already there, Willie.
No, it's hurting bad. I'm just smiling because I'm with my buddies.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
Hell, I kicked my wife out of here to be on with you guys.
Oh,
Do that anyway.
I said, go home, woman. I get out of here. I'm going on a chat.
All right, here we go. There's a fella deer hunter from the great state of Ohio.
How you doing from the great North Coast?
There he is. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing okay, Willie. How are you doing?
Just peachy king now. I got a shot.
Oh, man. A lot of pain earlier today.
A lot of pain all day. It's been the whole day.
Our prayers are with you, man.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
I appreciate that. It's all good. Just another walk in the park.
There you go. Just remember, no matter how bad you got it, there's always somebody out there that's got it worse.
Oh yeah,
That's,
someone
that's the
right down
only
the hall screaming their head off lately.
that's the only thing that's got me through the last 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Look, let's get on here with the entertainment and start picking on Chico.
Chico.
Yeah.
Chico,
Yes, sir.
all right. So you're going to be using a scope. Are you going to be hunting from the ground, or are you going to be hunting from elevated position?
I don't know.
How far are
I
you
don't
going to?
know.
How far are you going to shoot?
Shit, I don't know. You know, see, me and Jamie been talking. Jamie's gonna take me one day with him. Eventually, it may not be this year, but I got some buddies who hunt too. So I've talked about it, and I got some relatives in the south, dirty south, that hunt, right?
Mhm.
But I've been, you know, I've always been interested. I just never did it, right? So, but I more than likely I'll probably want to use a scope. I like shooting with a scope. Um,
He's going to be shooting from a 16-foot tree stand, ladder stand, and he's going to be able to take shots out to 200 to 250 yards.
Well, based off of knowing what gun he's going for, yeah, he's gonna need a scope on there, and we'll get him a good scope.
So yeah, 308 or a 30-06 if you're going to be shooting out that far.
yeah, definitely.
If you're going to shoot in the brush, if you're in the woods where you can, and if you're lucky to see 100 yards, 44 Magnum shooting a hollow point on a Henry lever action or a Marlin lever action.
Or a
Do it.
Rossi lever action.
Well, he does
Oh.
have that AK too. If he had to, put a scope on that. Put a red dot or something if he's in the bush.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people ask, and I'll just tell. A lot of people know that I'm getting 308 because I have the dies for it. So that's gonna be the first rifle cartridge I reload. But that's basically like my first bolt action gun that I'm buying. So
There you go.
I'm staying on the Ruger platform. I like Rugers.
Just make sure it's a broadside shot. Don't take no head-on shots. Just aim right behind that shoulder. Zero that gun in for what would you say, Jamie? 120 yards, and he'll be good from 0 to 200.
Yep, with a 308 and a 165 grain bullet, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just don't use just use a good solid bullet, like a soft nose. Don't use a hollow point. Hollow point will blow up too easy
Yeah.
when you're talking about those high power rifle speeds.
Mhm.
So somebody earlier asked, what is a good sectional density? And I've actually done show prep for tonight. I know y'all can't believe this. Scotsman's going to drop his wig here any second, but I made some notes. So right there to show you what a good sectional density is. And I don't know if y'all can read that or not, but I'll read it to you quickly. Sectional density of 0.180. That's a very light bullet. That's like your 223s and such. That would be good for varmint hunting. A sectional density of 0.240 is good for like deer, goats, and what they would call the smaller side of large game hunting. So, and yeah, pretty much people too, like military application is a 2.40, 2.280, 0.280 would be good for elk, antelope, and moose, you know, your larger type animals. And then anything with a 0.30 or larger is good for dangerous game like bear and elephants and rhinos and stuff such as that.
Because that's really important when you're hunting, that sectional density, because you want that bullet to expand, but to be controlled expansion, not just explode when it hits the skin. You want it to go in there, cause all that damage in the chest cavity. That way, when you go to clean your game, it all just flows out like a bloody soup.
Let me see if I can illustrate this. Let's say that this legal pad, if I can get it up here straight like this. Okay, let's say this is a piece of plywood, and we'll change that to an animal or in a little bit. All right, so we got this piece of plywood right here, and we have a 1/2-inch wooden dowel, and it weighs, let's say, 4 ounces, 1/4 of a pound. So we can throw this as hard as we want to. This wooden dowel hits this piece of plywood. What's going to happen? It's going to bounce off and fall to the ground, right? Wouldn't you think? So now let's say this is a
Son of a bitch.
same size of wrought iron rebar, and it's still the same 1/2-inch diameter, but this weighs 7 pounds. So we're going to hurl this as hard as we can at this piece of plywood. What's going to happen when we hurl a 7-pound piece of rebar?
It's going through it.
Yes, it'll go through it. That's what sectional density is all about. What are you throwing at the target and how it's going to penetrate? Then you get into ballistic coefficient, which is determining how true it's going to fly through the air. But then let's say we've got, let me find something else. This. So we've got this still the same length of, and here's our piece of plywood. And let's say this is a 2-foot long piece of aluminum and it weighs 7 pounds. But instead, it also weighs the same as the rebar. But instead of the 1/2-inch, aluminum's lighter, so it's a 5-inch diameter across the front. So when it hits the plywood, it's going to stop and about roll off too. Is that making any sense? You're laughing at me, Scotsman.
I wasn't laughing at you. You see how Willie you're there.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good, Willie. You need a rest, man.
No, I'm all good. I'm all here, baby. I'm listening. I'll jump off and let someone else come right on though, and I'll be on the side chat. How's that, guys?
Hey, if you're tired, just check
Oh no,
out.
I'm okay. That's my neighbor's phone. Scary, but I'll jump out and I'll watch the side chat, guys. I love every one of you guys.
We love you, Willie. Thanks for coming on, letting everybody know you're you're doing okay, man.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
No, really.
Well, that was a treat to have Willie.
That was good to see him for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree, and I'll tell you what would almost help him out a little bit, because I already know if you guys in the side chat, if you're a content creator and you make videos, make some videos, because that's what he asked for us to to keep him busy, so to speak. You know what I mean? I know he'll probably come in the side chat. So if you're a content creator, reloading videos, casting, if y'all make some, that will keep him level headed with what he's got going on, and I know he'll definitely appreciate that.
Scotsman, you working tomorrow too?
Yeah, I work all the way through, man. I don't have a day off. All the way through the next Thursday before I have a day off.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, I think I need to give our viewers a little bit of an explanation about what's going on here. Kyle and his sons are down to the shooting property, fishing, and shooting and all that kind of stuff where AOK went and met them. So she's out there and she'll know exactly where they're talking about. But yeah, and Nathan's just plain sick. He ate something bad and he's spending, well, he's unable to be with us. Let's just say that. So hope you feel better, Nathan. And I thank you guys for coming in and helping us out. Daniel, Scotsman, and Jesse. So you guys.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask Scotsman if he's going to work tonight. He already said he was. What time you got to be there, brother?
I'll have to jump off here in about 20 minutes.
Bummer, dude. So while we got you on here, before you have to leave, let's talk about it's all about Jack. Jack needs our help. Any updates for us?
So, for those that are wondering, and first off, let me apologize because I didn't know this was going to happen, but I still feel bad about it because it's my fault. I should have found a different platform to use, but I used PayPal simply because he already has one, and it was easy to transfer the funds without huge fees or anything like that. That's why I did it. But right now we're still frozen, and phone call got me nowhere. I spent an hour and a half on the phone, back and forth with 3 different people. Got me nowhere. Sent an email. Have got 0 response from the email. So what I did was thanks to Brother Insight, he's out there in the side chat. He helped me out a little bit, sent me a link to someone else who had some issue. Reached out to the state legislator, and they got back to me probably within an hour, called me, and I talked to them, and they recommended I contacted my congressman, which I have done so. And I have contacted that congressman once before, and it took about a week. So hopefully here by the end of this week or beginning of next week, I should hopefully have something back from him. So I'll keep you guys posted, but that's where we're at for right now.
Cool, brother. Thanks for the update, man. I'm sure a lot of the guys appreciate that and just want to be in the know. That's all.
Yeah, and I'll do a video. I just haven't done one yet. I'm sorry. I will
Nah,
get
you
that.
good, bro. I know how it is. We talked the other day, so I know how it is. Super busy myself, so.
So in the meantime, what are we supposed to do? Just sit on our donations until you?
Yeah, just sit on them. Don't do anything. Don't send any more. The money that's in there is frozen until further notice. They can keep it for up to a year if they wanted to. It says 6 months in the email, but if you actually look at their regulations and all that they have, it says actually up to a year if they want to keep it up to a year. So I'm working on it, and we'll hopefully get it released here pretty soon. Or they could refund everyone that's currently donated that's in there right now. We've got $370 in there right now. So if they refund that, they can charge me up to $20 a refund. So it could get expensive, but I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping the congressman can help me out and we can get this fixed and move on and get this over and done with and finished and help out Jack as we need to. Like I told the state legislator when I talked to them and the congressman when I sent the email to him, I just want the money out of there. I'll find another way to raise the rest of it. I'm not going to use that for the rest of it. We'll raise it somewhere else, and then I can transfer the rest of the money over to Jack. So, as far as 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3 have already been transferred over to Jack. Number 4, I'm going to have to send him a check just because I can't use PayPal. So I'll get a check out in the mail probably Monday. But yeah, it's that's where we're at.
OP, they accused us of selling on PayPal because probably the volume of money that was going through there. So tell your congressman that PayPal is a ripoff and they're holding us hostage for trying to help a brother in need.
Yeah, basically, they won't say it. They won't tell me any reason whatsoever. But the only thing I can think of is the amount of transactions they thought I was selling something online when I wasn't. Kind of thing. I tried to explain to them when I called that it's attached to no website. There's no way I'm selling anything. It's not attached to any website. It's not attached to anything that can generate money whatsoever. So, they just point blank refused to help. They said they were well within their rights. And at that point, I kind of let them know I have some rights too. I did keep my calm the best I could. I never swore at them once, which is good for me.
That is most excellent, brother.
But for a good reason, because I don't want to screw this up. We need to get this fixed. So, trying to do it the right way and the best way.
But in the meantime, Scott, let's take a good look at what we've accomplished so far. We've given away four of the others. So we've raised what?
2,400.
That's right. So let's not lose sight of the good side of what's been going on. Yeah, that's probably right, OP. And I want to say hey to my son Jay, who's popped in the side chat. Y'all make him feel welcome. And one of these days we're going to drag him to the deer woods with us too.
OP, that's a possibility, man. I was thinking that too, but I don't want to say it because that really kind of takes me off if someone did that.
Yeah. What are you gaining by that? You're just hurting people for no good purpose at all. You're gaining nothing out of it, so why would you do something so vile?
Yeah, some people, man. I hope that wasn't it, but who knows? Fortunately, there's no way to know. They won't say a word, so.
Oh, I can't comprehend why somebody would. Yeah. Anyway, to a brighter subject. My buddy Jesse B up here put out a video today about Glock grips on a CZ 75B, which I have that same firearm, except for mine's got the decocker on it. I don't know if yours does or not, but
No, mine's a double single with just a safety.
okay. I like those.
But everything else is the same. Mine, yours and mine.
And Alan just asked me a question too about PayPal real quick, just so other people know too. All my accounts are frozen, not just Jack Needs Our Help. They froze everything. I can't use PayPal, period. So I had 2 other accounts for buying things online that I used, but I can't use those at all.
Bummer, dude. And so cranky. There ain't nobody here tonight said the G word. He's just got to start something up, doesn't he? Did I say the G word? Did anybody say the G word?
I didn't say it.
What, you mean good CZ?
Oh, good CZ, yeah. So Jesse, you got that CZ sitting around there?
I said
No, I don't. I got the G word sitting by me right now, not the C. I like every gun, so I'm not biased in any of them.
no.
I got 1911.
I know what he thought I said the G word when I said lock grips.
Oh, that's probably it.
Yeah, Cranky, you need to go check out his video. It's up on the Reloaders Network. It's
Yeah.
the lock grips for the CZ75.
Yeah, Bacon got on me to start posting more than reloading videos over there, so I'm trying to post everything over there now.
You guys got to show me how to download and everything for the Reloaders Network. I tried to upload a video today, and it just the YouTube just blocked it straight out.
Oh,
I
that's
can share
weird.
idea. It's pretty easy once you've done it once a couple times. But yeah, I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, there's a thing that says import from YouTube on there.
Yeah, and recently the site's been updated, and it makes, for me, in my opinion, makes uploading the videos a lot easier, because there's one that says upload from YouTube, and we used to have to go in there and put in the title and then copy and stuff like that. So he's made it a lot easier. So it everything has a learning curve, you know, but yeah, I'm sure the Scotsman can help you out with that, brother. We'd like to see some of your stuff over there. You know what? I got a question. When you uploaded it from YouTube, what was it public when you uploaded it?
No, it was not public. I had it under unlisted.
That's
Okay.
how we do it.
Yes.
Yeah, I either do private or unlisted, and then after I get it all in, I kind of, move it around.
It'll vary. Like for me to upload videos over there, I have to actually go somewhere else, copy that link, and then go ahead and post it. It won't let me do it direct. So I'll show you how I do it. And it's fairly easy, but I got to cheat to get it on there.
I do the same thing as Scotsman.
I just copy the URL straight off of YouTube and then paste it into the Reloaders Network.
Well, videos over there, I use Gunstreamer. I don't use YouTube videos over there just because if anything happens, that way they don't mess around with that. So I strictly only use Gunstreamer over there.
Yeah, I'd probably have to use Gunstreamer because they just put down, I mean, it was uploaded unlisted and they put it as blocked and nobody can see it from any kind of platform.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
Just because I had some really loud music playing when I was shooting.
Loud music and shooting. There you go, man. Freedom.
Yeah. It was a song by AC/DC. I loaded up some, I tried some of that tight group out, loaded up some new bullets with it, and just wanted to see how they shot through the gun. And I loaded up 4 magazines with it, and I went through 55 rounds in under 3 minutes.
Wow.
Just jamming out.
Nice.
Yeah, I've noticed that certain songs, certain artists it's automatic, especially if they are, a huge group or a huge artist. It's copyrighted on there, so that's like an automatic. Now there are some things that you can do to the music, and I've done it. You can speed it up a little bit, so it kind of throws off the the algorithm. You can speed it up just enough that people can still understand it, but you won't get hit with for them pulling it off, and that's kind of sort of creative, but we all like music, obviously.
Yeah. I just in the backyard jamming to the music and shooting the guns.
Yeah. I remember when YouTube didn't used to be like that. So, go figure.
Wow, Uncle Jim, that's insane.
Yep, that is true.
That's true. Everybody tell Midas Welby hello.
Hey, Midas.
listening really good. Midas, get a little closer.
So who's shooting this weekend? Anyone shooting? I know Daniel's always shooting.
I just
I shot
got
some today.
to be envious of Jesse can go out his back door and got AR 500 steel targets to shoot at.
It's nice. I did that today earlier. I went out and blew through about 4 megs, like Daniel said. About 3 minutes, made a quick video, and went back and started working on some go-karts and stuff.
Yeah, I just go to the crazy old guy's house.
Yeah, because you said you were working, so I didn't know if he was going to be showing up in the morning or not.
No,
Okay.
I wish I could. I mean, well, technically I could show up for a little bit.
Yeah. You don't need to be falling asleep driving.
You just need to make sure you got plenty of coffee.
Yeah, it's like this. Here you are going down the road.
So
Non-running.
Frankie and his son are going to shoot trap and rifles. 6-shooter Texan's going to shoot his 1860 Army. That sounds like fun. Vanessa's got work around the house to do. I do too, so I won't be able to go this week, but I'm planning on going next week. I've got several test loads I got more test loads loaded up than I can get to the range and shoot to test. So that's crazy. Oh, I got some stuff to show y'all. I was kind of hoping the Texas Outlaw Michael Sines would show up. I got a box from him today. Are y'all ready for this?
Let's do it.
Scotsman, you know what this is, don't you? You do, don't you?
Go ahead.
Ta-da!
What's that make? 4 or 3?
This
What
is
is
4. Wait a minute, I gotta find them and count them.
I think it's 5, isn't it?
Well, we got that one from Crooked Creek that I need to send back to him. That is a very nice old Redding balance scale, and I'm just not going to blow that up. That's a collector piece if nothing else. So, y'all, Chico, run down the side chat, man. We ain't done that in over an hour, so.
Yeah, I definitely will. I just refreshed. We were thinking the same. They say great minds think alike. So on my refresh, it started from 9:16. It's Dirty South time. So the first one is the Crazy Scotsman. He's on the panel with us. It's Fuzz T Fork, OP25 TTFD, Cranky Cletus, Insight Freedom, Uncle Jim, Tread, PC Bullet Empire, 67 Rebel SST AMC, Single Shot. We got Signal Soldier 31, Thorzax, Jag 1, Ambiguity, Thorzax again is in there, Alan B Pro, Chris 338. Who else? Make sure. And I'm scrolling. Might as well be. Hey, Midas, thanks for joining us, brother. I'm still scrolling, not gonna forget anybody. Vanessa Kitty, Lead Mining 44, 6-shooter Texan, Hemi Scrub. Someone just commented and it took me to the bottom. Who else? Andy 79 Z28. Eagle Eye Shooting, Georgia Boy 44, and then Jesse B Outdoors is on the panel with us, as well as Daniel God is my judge. And guys, keep in mind, most of you know, whenever we read the side chat or whenever we run down who's in the room, it only shows up if you comment from what I'm reading it from, unless I hit participants, but that don't always work for me. So thanks for being here, joining us. Let me hit participants, make sure I didn't lose anyone. Yeah, so thanks for being here with us on the Friday night. We were a little short staffed, but we had our other brothers that come in here and help us out. Jesse B Outdoors is Crazy Scotsman, and Daniel God is my judge, which is down there. Trying to work this. Y'all know this is backwards. Yeah.
Okay, we have one.
And are you doing your count?
Two. And there's two in there, 3 and 4. So we're at 4. I've got one coming from Willie and one coming from Pony 47, I think. Hold on just a minute. Let me look and see. Yes, Pony 47 is sending us one. He said, I got one I will gladly send you. Just give me your address. So I send him my address. So I'm expecting that in. Gladly send you. Just give me your address. So I send him my address. So I'm expecting that in. Gladly send you. Just give me your. What is all that?
Who did that?
See, I've been holding out on you, Jamie. I got one, but it's my backup scale to my electric one.
Jamie, what don't you like about those bar scales? That's what I use.
You use a Lee safety scale, Daniel?
Not a Lee, it's an RCBS.
Well, see, that's why. See, Lee is the one that's the problem. There's all kinds of problems with that thing. I hate that thing. I was happy to send it to Jamie, just like Pony 47. I'll gladly send it to you. Just need your address. There's good reason. Gladly send it on down.
Hey, Meg. Meg wants to be in a giveaway. Meg, you are a walking, talking, breathing giveaway, brother.
Yeah, he is.
So let me see if I can spread some light on this subject.
Before you do, I gotta jump out and get ready and head out. But I appreciate it, guys. Good to see you all. Good to see everyone on the side chat.
Don't leave me with the children, Scott. Don't.
I got no choice, man. I'm sorry.
Guys, lean over here. Lean over here. Lean this way. Lean this way. No, the other way. Other way. I know. What, Willie?
Y'all are too much. Man, thanks for coming in and bailing us out, dude.
Yeah, anytime, man. Anytime. Happy to be here always.
Thanks, brother. Be safe, man.
Don't work too hard, brother.
Yeah.
See you, brother.
Take care, guys.
And I'm wondering, Jamie, if just in case no one knows, or if we normally have the same crowd here almost every week, and if there's any new people, you want to tell them about the reason why we're collecting those scales, and probably show them something else was.
Yes. 1 second.
Sure, no problem.
Stumpy's back. Hey,
I
Will.
came back to say the dang G word. Glock, 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 Glock. I love Glocks. I love Glocks, and now you let the Scotsman leave before I can say I love freaking Glocks.
Dang gummit, man.
Dang it. Dang it.
Jamie, are we allowed to show things on this channel?
No CZs.
That
I
depends
know.
on what it is.
I'll gladly take a free CZ.
CZ.
My hand's up in the air. I'll take a CZ. CZs are beautiful. They are.
Yeah, but you done said the G word now, Willie. I don't know if anybody's going to send you one.
Because I love my Glock 34. I love my Glock 34s. Never let me down. The only
But
time I had a malfunction is because of my reloads. That's it.
brother, that Glock 34 is not the average Glock. I'm
I
sorry.
understand, but it's still a G word, and I had to put it out there. I'm
It
going
is.
back to the side chat. Kenny, Eagle Eye Shooting, get your butt on here. There you go. I know. Looks nice.
Go ahead, Daniel.
CZ loving.
Nice.
They're lock grips. That is the
Okay.
carry gun.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
Willie.
See, Willie.
Okay,
Say-
Mick, what'd you get?
He said video coming. He's not gonna tell us.
Oh. Anyway, the problem with these things, first of all, is the way you measure tenths of grains. And let me just pick this up. I can show you easier with this. All right. I don't know if y'all be able to see this or not, but you slide this. If I can get the angle. And you see up here in these little windows right here, you see how the white shows up in different little windows. So basically, the center window showing white is the tenth of the grain that you are on. So if I've got white showing in slot 5, 6, and 7, I'm measuring whatever 0.6 grains, about 31.6. So then you get it to where that's showing like that, and you got to have some good light, and then you got to push this little bitty button right here in to make it lock. Well, if you can push that little sucker in without moving it, you're a better man than I am. You got more nimble fingers than I have. Then on my particular scale, this one's not mine, the little snap piece that locks it in place broke. So there's that. So now anytime I put the little pan up there and this thing goes down, then that's going to slide all the way back. So I'm back where I started from. So basically, if you have any experience with these and you're as frustrated with them as Scotsman and I and Kyle and some of the other folks, we're going to blow, once we get 6 of them, we're going to blow them up with some tannerite and watch them go boom and see how long it takes the parts to fall back to the ground. Jesse has one.
Unfortunately, it's
that
my
up.
backup to my electric.
You blow that up, you got to make sure you watch out for shrapnel.
Seriously,
That shrapnel goes everywhere.
this is the only thing that's metal on it. Well, these balls right here. Can y'all see that ball? Moving at about 2,000 feet per second, that thing really could hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, it's gonna come flying out of there with some good force, man.
We had some kids down the road here. They put some tannerite underneath the lawnmower and they shot it and it landed in the neighbor's front yard. And the neighbor's house is over 100 yards away and it was a riding mower.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. They only used about 5 pounds of tannerite. And it shot that thing up like a tin can.
A lawnmower?
Yeah, a lawnmower. And the worst part of it was the neighbors are Amish. They don't use lawnmowers.
Hey, MCK. Hey, Jamie, how is the pans on those? Can you show what does the pans look like on those?
Pans are nice. If you send me one of these scales to blow up, don't send me the pan. You can have a lot of. I really like the little handle on there.
Yeah.
So
You know,
yeah.
speaking of pans, let me tell you what pan. I think pans are ridiculously priced. Does anybody else think that? Like the which ones are the brass colored ones?
RCBS.
Yeah, nice looking pans, right? They're not like the plastic ones. I've got a few different pans, right? I've got a few different ones. Brother Mig in the side chat made me some of these for rifle. Look at that. But I was like, wow, that pan is crazy. You know how pricey it is, but I've got a deal on some, hopefully. You guys know I'm looking for the deal. I'm looking for the hookup thing. But,
So Larry Palmer says he's got a lease scale to send me. Larry, I'm on Slack. I'm not hard to find. Just send me a message. I'll send you my address and send it to me. And we're going to have a drawing. The guys who send me these, which I need to start doing some research, figuring out who send me these things. Because you guys are going to be entered in a drawing for a brand new, still in the box Frankfurt Arsenal. I forget what model this is, but we're going to give away one of these. So, Jesse, send me yours if you want. You could win one of these if you don't already have one. Most of us do.
Mm-hmm.
But I forget what model it is, but these work good. They're accurate, but they're a little slow for trickling for rifle rounds. So when you trickle up, it's easy to blow past the mark on that. So, Bacon, if you're watching, thanks. I got your message on Slack. I appreciate you, brother. I've got a video just posted up on the Reloaders Network, so y'all go check it out. I'll be turning it live on YouTube after a few days, but I always try to give the Reloaders Network. One thing I want to say, I know all you guys on the panel are familiar with the Reloaders Network. I think since the upgrade that it is much more pleasurable to watch than it used to be.
Everything's better.
Yeah.
Everything's better on it.
The way Scott in Sight Freedom put it, it's a much better user interface, and I agree. Yeah, it's just I think I'm just going to keep the page open, keep the website open on my computer all the time, and just watch more over there than I have been. So send me in those. Send those in. We'll make them go bang, and then we'll give away. I'm sure we'll have some. I can throw some bullets in, and some of my cast bullets. I'm sure Chico can find something to throw in, make it a decent giveaway for.
Yeah, I can do that, man. I got all kind of stuff around here. Yeah, I'm in. So we're at 5, right? Larry Palmer said he has one, but you know what? We also had some people saying that they enjoy theirs, but I'm wondering, have they tried the other ones, like the RCBS or the Daniel? You said yours is RCBS.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I have a Hornady. Y'all can see it right up there.
And then the one who sent you the other one, Jamie, was real nice. Redden. Who sent you that Redden one?
That was Crooked Creek Shooting.
Yeah, I don't know why he sent that. That's a nice scale.
Well, it's old. I can get it and show it to you. But he told me that he had a Lee to send me. And he does somewhere. He just moved and now he can't find it. So he didn't want to go back on his word, so he sent me that one that he wasn't using anymore. So, yeah, man living up to his word. But, and I appreciate it, Crooked Creek, if you're out there, but that's way too nice a scale for us to blow up. Just cutting up and fooling around like we are. But
Yeah, he was out there earlier.
so Tread's on the bandwagon. He knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. And then the Fuzz T Forks at 505. Is that the Ojos?
I think that's an Ojos made RCBS or Reading. RCBS. I'm looking back.
Let's see. Let's see what else. Before we got about 15 minutes. Let's see what else. Find out that nobody's shooting tomorrow except for this guy and this guy right here. Oh no. God dang it. This guy. And someone will call.
Jesse ain't got to go nowhere to shoot. He just walks out the back door and starts blasting.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I said he's shooting and he's shooting. He's shooting. We have to go,
Oh, no.
we shoot. We have to go to the range. I have to go to the range.
I've been
Cranky,
to beach room.
you can send me some bullets too, man. I got lots of bullets over here. People sent me that I got to do test loads and shoot up. What are you doing, Daniel?
Well, since this is like the reloading network, I might as well show my reload. My press. I must be froze up.
Okay.
Nice.
No, we can hear you. You were, but you got unfroze.
Okay, yeah, because I went downstairs here. And this is where the magic happens. Ooh.
So we can't see it. It's dark down there.
Oh, it looks like a Dylan. I see a clear hopper.
I think it's red. I think it's a Hornady.
Yeah, it's red.
It's a Dylan. It's the early model. If
No.
it's red.
It's a Hornady.
Is it really? You got a Dylan hopper on there?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a Hornady. Okay, there's a few little deers there for you.
Cool, bro.
So,
Thomas is
so
checking
just give
out.
me some of the
Good night,
center.
Thomas.
Let's see. Chico, if you see one this size, don't shoot. It's too small.
Leave it.
Okay?
Yeah, it's too
Little
small.
baby.
I knew that. It's like lamb chops, huh?
Yeah.
That's for sure, Uncle Jim. We need to get Daniel some LED lights for his basement.
Well, I got to finish my new some legs and a base for it, but it's elm. It's about 3 inches thick, 70 inches long, 30 inches wide, and it's from a tree we got right off here at the farm.
Wow.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's gonna be nice. How many mounts you have up there, Daniel? I see about 6.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's the one I got last year. It's a
Nice.
17 point, not a 7, 15 point. It's got a lot of junk coming up out of the base.
That was a good deer.
Yeah, it tastes good too. I'm still eating it.
Oh,
Let me see if I can do a screen share. I bet I can.
So and Daniel, also I know you load. I was going to say 308, but because you hunt with a straight wild cartridge. What is that cartridge? 4570.
No, it's a 44 Magnum.
Oh,
That's the. Let's see here. I bought a pair of these Henrys for my wife and I for our anniversary. I'll take it up where there's some light. And you think I get to use mine? Oh, heck no. My daughter's always using it. But she goes out.
those Henrys are nice though. I have it don't compare, but I have a 22 and I love that thing. It's just like butter.
Yeah, Jamie, now it's dark.
I think Daniel's gonna print some of these right here what I have above my head.
I can't do it.
What do you got above your head there, Chico?
LED light.
Oh, okay.
It works good, man.
Here, you see that one?
Nice.
No, well, that's my wife's deer. It's in the kitchen.
And yours are in the basement.
No, I got my big ones up here in the living room. Those are all the small ones down there. But heck, for 100 yards and in, 44 Magnum, man. It puts them down. No doubt.
My in-laws use.
Leopold scope.
And you know, I've seen a few of your hunting videos. I think I seen the one from last year because you was walking a while, right? It was like on the last day.
Yeah, it was around muzzleloader. Yeah, the last day in muzzleloader.
Okay, yeah.
I got to walk out of my house, go about 200 yards across the road, and walk up a hill another 500 yards to where my stand's at. That was at a 15-point downstairs I showed you that I got.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
But the
that's
main,
very nice rifle, Daniel.
yeah. But you don't need no crazy gun to get deer. All you got to do is just use the wind, be quiet, sit in one spot, and wait for them. Don't be surfing YouTube and Facebook like my wife does. We spent a couple anniversaries up in deer stands.
Not fun for you, or just not
No.
preferred?
It's fun, but you know when you're up in a deer stand, I'm having fun watching the turkeys and the deer and the squirrels and stuff, and she's there going, ooh, you know, texting, you know, doing that kind of thing, taking selfies and sending it out there to all of her friends. Look, we're in the same stand.
Yeah, we got me and my buddy Billy. We go together, and he's always texting me, and he was commenting about how I probably shot a deer's leg off. I said, "No, man, I got him. I got him right in the neck. He's down and he's dead. It's just a matter of how far he went." And I couldn't wait. You know, usually when I shoot a deer, I'll wait 30 minutes and let it get good and dead. You know, I don't want one running off. But this one, I hit him so good. I mean, I hit him at like 25 or 30 yards with a 270 with a 150 grain bullet right in the neck. So he wasn't going far. And usually I wait the 30 minutes, but this time I couldn't. I just went climbing down out of that stand after about 15 minutes. And I went looking for him, never found any blood. Never, and I couldn't find him. And I'm like, man, I know this deer's right here. And so I found hair. I found where I hit him. So I used toilet paper, put some toilet paper there, and then went 10 steps and then turned to make a circle, you know, to find blood, you know, and trailing. Well, I couldn't find any blood, so I went back. And when I turned around to go back to the toilet paper, I tripped over it. He had got down in some brush, trying to get away, and he couldn't move anymore, and he expired right there. And you know how I don't know if y'all know how it is down here in the South, but when fall comes and the grass turns that color that it turns, it's hard to find a deer in it. And yeah, no blood at all until you opened them up to field dress them, and then it was just all over. So,
Oh, Jake, don't feel bad. I mean, I bought my wife a Thompson Center Encore muzzleloader. And and this was the year when we could shoot, as long as you tag the deer, you can shoot another one. Well, I set her up in a stand here up by the house. I went down to the creek to sit so where I wouldn't be too far away. And it starts raining. It's one of those miserable days. I heard this shot up there, and they're going, "Oh, good, she got one." I texted her and say, "Well, you get it?" She goes, "No, I missed." Okay. Half hour later, boom, there's another shot. Do you get that one? Oh, I just seen her coming down. She's walking in the truck all dejected and everything. It's like I brought her in. We got some coffee. I said, let's go back out and check it out and say, where was the deer standing when you shot? And she goes, over there by that rock. Oh, really? Go over and stand by that rock. She went over there, and there's the first deer. It just looked like a rock in the woods where it just dropped. And then I just started, like you said, I start doing circles around, and boom, there's her second deer. It's like, okay, honey, get tagged and start gutting. I'm going back to the house for some coffee.
No, you didn't. You know you helped her put them in the truck.
Well, she was supposed to bring a knife, and she didn't. So I sent her back on the four-wheeler to go get a knife so we could, field dress them and then hook up the trailer and throw them on there and bring them back.
Yeah. I love hunting, man. I could talk hunting all day and all night. Seems like that's mostly what we talked about tonight. But yeah, I think I'm going to be using my 35 with the cast bullets for brush. I've got a good load with that 200 grain cast bullet with 38.5 grains of Western Ramshot tack. It shoots about a half an inch at 25 yards, and it's running at 2,150 feet per second.
Ooh, you like that 35 Remington?
I didn't when I started this series. It was something that nobody had and nobody really cared much about. And the more I've done research on it, the more I've loaded for it and shot it, the capabilities of it are really, really awesome.
Nope. Nobody likes 35 Remington. Let me put this little guy away. I'll be right back.
Hey, look, I just replied to Thor's X, and if no one read it, look, Eagle Eye Shooting told me the same thing. Like almost, I don't know, probably about 3-4 months ago, and I've been searching, but nobody where I've been at, nobody's want to Turner Remingtons, and but I got a few other places that I can search. I go to some pawn shops. Oh, like last year when hunting season ended, I was at like every pawn shop that I know of, and I was looking. So I kind of waited till after the season for about a month, and I went in and I couldn't find them. So I guess it's a lot of people that knows that those older Remingtons have good barrels in them and just good guns all around.
Pastor, that's what I'm going to be using, and I think it's going to work really well too. And Chico, you got to find it. It's not a Ruger American Hunter. It's a Ruger American Predator that's got the heavy barrel on it.
No, the Ruger American Hunter has the heavy barrel that's heavier than the Ruger American Predator.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
That's
I looked at that top 243. He kind of said if he could do it over again, he would have went that way.
So
I've got some,
MCK,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just telling MCK good night. Thanks for coming in. I didn't see you sneak in, buddy.
He's sneaky like that.
He is.
Night, MCK.
Yeah, I like him. He was.
Remington 35 you shooting, Jamie?
Do what, Daniel?
What kind of Remington 35?
What do you got, Daniel?
I have the Marlin 336 lever gun.
Okay.
Have you not seen any of my videos?
I watch your videos.
I got.
YouTube. When you put them on YouTube.
They all come to YouTube eventually.
Oh, now I feel like.
Don't, brother. You can't watch. If you're like me, man, I'm subscribed to like 300 and 350. I try to subscribe to everybody who's subscribed to me. And if I watched everyone's videos, each and every one of them that they put out, I wouldn't be able to sleep and I wouldn't be able to hold down a job. I'd be watching videos 24/7.
Yep.
All right. Well, then I'll tell you what. I want to have to go find some 35 Remington bullets. You know what this is?
That is a Remington Model 8.
Gotta get the glasses. You might be totally correct. I know it's old.
Yeah, if you don't have anything to do with that, I know somebody that reloads for that caliber that could really put it to some good use.
That was my grandfather's first, semi-automatic deer rifle that he used in Pennsylvania.
That is that barrel slides back when that shot. That's very similar to the Browning A5.
Yeah.
See that barrel shroud on it?
Mm-hmm.
That was a gun very similar to that what's his name? I can't remember the guy's name. I researched that. Anyway, they used one of those to shoot Bonnie and Clyde, only it was the police edition and it had a 20-round magazine. Warsaw, give me a second. Let me go back and find it, brother. We're talking about guns and stuff in here. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine us talking about?
Yeah, Model 8. This is the last patent mark on this one's 1907.
Yeah, that's when they came out. That's if that was made in 1907, that's the year they were first produced.
Yeah.
That would be a Remington Model 8 self-loader, I think is what they called it. No, Warsaw, I have never done any wood burning art. That intrigues me, and I work on a lot of wooden gun stocks, but I've never done that kind of art. Okay, Thorzak's my 30-06 is a Model 77 Ruger. What's up with that? Let me go back. I'm behind here. Me and Daniel start talking about old guns, and I get lost.
Oh, you want to see some real old guns?
Oh, sun's out, guns out, right?
That's right.
You know what a Marlin 336 looks like, so I don't have to go get mine for you, do I?
It don't have that stupid safety button on it, does it?
No, mine was made in 1980.
There you go.
It's got a JM stamp on it, no safety at all except for the half-cocked hammer, And we are out of time, fellas. We have run over just a little bit. But with that being said, we'll start wrapping it up. And
Yeah. Sure.
Go
Definitely,
ahead,
guys. Ladies in the side chat. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, that's your cue,
Oh,
man. I'm sorry.
No problem. Thanks for joining us, guys and girls in the side child dealing with us tonight. We're a little all over the place, but that's some. So I may be doing my second series of 357 loads. So y'all stay tuned for that. I plan on shooting that rifle tomorrow. So that's it from me. I want to say thanks to Jesse B and Daniel, God is my judge, for joining us, and everybody else, Willie, and also Crazy Scotsman. And that's it for me, guys. Thanks for being here. Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah, I got some stuff coming up. I'm actually going to start shooting some of my reloads and videos. I got a cheap way to dry your brass if you wet tumble, a video about that coming out. And I think I got another one. I did a quick little video just showing you how to set up a Lee safety prime on like a classic Lee turret press. Pretty much that's all I got for right now. I got more shooting videos coming out of me shooting my reloads now that I'm making. And that's about all. Thanks for having me on, and thank you everybody in the side chat.
Okay, you guys that don't know Jesse, go check out his channel. He's on the Reloaders But at Work as well. And he did a really good video today about lock grips for the 75B. Mr. Daniel, it's always a pleasure to have you with us, brother. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, hey, thank you. And this is the first time I've been on this chat. We've been on the Scotsman's chat.
We just got to do better, man. You
got to make it to Georgia, Ohio.
Yeah, you got a home here, man. And we got to get Alan B. Pro on here, too. We've not had Alan on. We need to get him on.
Alan's a Yankee.
I know, but I love him anyway. Jesse, you've been on with us once before, haven't you?
No, I've only been on Scotsman's chats before. I've never been on yours.
Well, it's good to have you with us as well, and we'll have you on again sometime if y'all willing. With that being said, we need to bug on out of here. We want to thank our guest, Jesse B. Outdoors, the crazy old guy, Daniel, God is my judge. In case y'all wondering, Daniel in Hebrew means God is my judge. Just throwing that in there. Not that I know anything, but that's one of the few things I do know. Crazy Scotsman was with us. Willie Bullet Man, y'all keep Willie in your prayers. Keep Big Al in your prayers. Yes. And keep Mr. Holster in your prayers. Kyle and Nathan, hopefully we'll be back next week. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks for joining us. Y'all say bye.
Bye.
Later, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Go away. Go.